Now let's discuss about another enzyme called as glucose oxidase. As the name suggests, this glucose oxidase would act upon glucose molecule. And as you know that this glucose molecule is very important metabolically, not only for humans, but also for other living organisms, because this is one of the source of energy for organisms, whether smaller organisms or high level organisms. So this would catalyze the glucose molecule into gluconic acid. And there are also other products, for example, hydrogen peroxide and oxygens are also formed by the action of this enzyme. This is very important in case of enzymatic browning that takes place in many fruits and vegetables. For example, you might have heard that apple or banana, when they are cut or exposed to the atmospheric oxygen, they change their color, they get darker in color, which is a major quality defect that would affect the acceptability of these products. So this reaction takes place due to this enzymatic reaction when there is more oxygen or when there more glucose is involved or available. So this enzyme can have applications in such kind of outcomes where we want to prevent the enzymatic browning reactions. Enzymes can be used. Similarly, it has got other application. For example, in case of egg, when the egg has to be dried for later application in food industry to make egg powder, it has to be treated with these enzymes before drying operation, because drying operation is normally harsh treatment. It has to be done at a higher temperature, and as you know that higher temperature would bring about different colors from simple carbohydrates such as glucose. So once we remove the glucose from these products before drying, that would lead up to a product that does not have undesirable dark colors in the final product. So this is one of the application. In some other cases, it is also used to remove some of the oxygen from some food products. For example, in case of mayonnaise and bottled fruit juices or canned beverages, this has to be done. So this would not only remove the oxygen from these sources, so make it unfavorable for growth of aerobic microorganisms, this can also reduce the amount of glucose that is available for microbial growth. So it would have some of the antibacterial effect. Added to that, the hydrogen peroxide that is produced during the action of this enzyme, it has got also some antibacterial activity, and this can also be used in many industries. This enzyme have application in the wine industry as well, where we want to produce alcohol, and this alcohol, the level of alcohol produced or the yield of alcohol from wine can be controlled by use of this enzyme, because this enzyme would be breaking down glucose that otherwise would be available for production of alcohol. Similarly, it can have some other applications. For example, in many oral hygiene products, this enzyme can be added, because this enzyme, when it would break down the glucose, it would make up hydrogen peroxide, and that hydrogen peroxide is antibacterial, and it would be maintaining the better oral hygiene by acting upon bacteria and other undesirable microorganisms within the oral cavity. So these were some application and some information about glucose oxidase.